Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for over 27 years. Give Cindy a call at 641-622-3191. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Stop into the Garden Gate for fresh floral arrangements, jewelry, home decor, sympathy gifts. They even have Hawkeye and Cyclone items. They've got something for everyone. It's the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. And welcome in for high school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. We've got Pekin basketball tonight. Pekin taking on Columbus in high school basketball action as we get back into the swing of things after the Christmas break, as we'll have the girls and boys in action tonight. We do thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible this year for Pekin. That includes Barn Wired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag in Hedrick, and Serve Pro. We've got Josh Clubb with the play-by-play of the game tonight. And Josh, we're a few minutes away. What are your thoughts heading into the game tonight?
Well, first off, we'll see if both teams have regained their competitive energy. Watching the JV games that preluded this, I think some of the teams weren't quite back into focus mode yet, as most schools are still on Christmas break. But this will be a tough one for Pekin tonight. Columbus comes in at 8-1, Pekin 3-3 on the year. Columbus leads the Southeast Iowa Super Conference North standings with that 8-1 record, so it will be a tough one for the Panthers. The Wildcats' leading scorer is Lily Coyle. The senior is averaging 15 points per game, 30% from the field, 35% from beyond the arc. It's shooting 71% from the free throw line. The Wildcats actually have 4 girls that are averaging double digits in scoring, so certainly a lot of ball movement and a lot of different people taking the shots. Anna Hadley, the junior for the Panthers, leads the way scoring-wise. She's averaging 12.3 per game and shooting 40% from the field. Right behind her is Abby Geis at 9 points per game with 35% from the field. I'm not quite back into rhythm here. I'm stumbling all over my words, but we got, Steve, a lot of basketball in the next 7 days. Yeah. Basically every weeknight from now until, next Wednesday. So
yeah, in fact, I could, if you want me to, I could bring up the schedule on the screen right now before we get underway tonight. So we've got Pekin versus Columbus on your left side of your screen there. That's going on tonight right now. Sigourney at Linville Sully tomorrow night. Now, that'll be an audio-only game. Then Monday, big one, North Mahaska versus EBF. And then on Tuesday, Sigourney at North Mahaska. And, lots of games coming up here over the next few days here on Steve Shetler Media. We're getting all of our teams in over those few days. Pekin, Sigourney, and North Mahaska is who we're focusing on this year.
All righty. But, a lot of good basketball. Big matchups there coming up, especially that one on Monday. As far as before these two teams went to break, their winter break, Columbus took care of business against Wapello, winning that one 57-23 on the 20th of December, and Pekin lost to Hillcrest Academy 49-36 in that one. That one saw Anna Hadley, or Abby Geis, foul out early in that game, and the Panthers were without her, but still able to climb their way back into that one. So they'll be looking for her to be back on the floor here tonight. Rebound leaders for these two teams. Lily Coyle leads rebounds as well for the Wildcats, averaging 9 per game, 2 offensively and 6.5 defensively for the Panthers. Abby Geis actually leads the way rebounds with 12.5, 5 offensively and 6 defensively. Anna Hadley, the junior, is averaging 7.8 rebounds per game. And Paisley Coleman was 6.3, as how they will how they look coming in tonight. Pekin leads this series on the girls' side since dating back to 2008, 22-5. But Columbus has gotten the last couple of meetings, winning both meetings last season within December and in January, winning 43-37 most recently. So see if Pekin can come up with some avenge some of those losses here tonight as they get ready to do starting lineups out here on the floor. I'll kind of repeat those as they start announcing them on the floor. Looking at the one thing Pekin really will have to focus on, they're averaging 25.5 turnovers per game. That's a pretty high number, and they got to certainly find a way to overcome that. And just have seen a few of the games, a lot of passing errors, a lot of I would call it lazy passes that they don't pass with assertiveness, and people are able to jump through there. But Pekin has done a great job on the boards. So starting out for these two. First for Columbus, number 2, Ariana Vergara, a senior guard, is listed at 5'4". For the Panthers, you have Ezra Parsons, sophomore guard, at 5'5". And then we got number 14 for Columbus, Isabel Rendon, the junior guard, at 5'4". And then number 4, Renee Eubanks, the senior forward, at 5'8". For the Wildcats, that is Franny Sosa, the senior guard, at 5'4". And for the Panthers, that is number 14, Paisley Coleman. And we got number 24 for Columbus. That is Lily Coyle, the senior guard, at 5'5". And number 50 for the Panthers, Maddie Petrin, the sophomore guard, at 5'6". And then we got number 30, Arcelia Garza, 5'4" senior, and she'll shake hands with number 55, Anna Hadley, the junior center, at 5'9", as we will listen in on the national anthem. Alrighty, they shut the lights off on that one. That's a little different, but nonetheless, that'll get us going here. Their first basketball game of the new year for these two teams, as well as not many going on around the state of Iowa tonight. I think less than 12 games the whole state going on tonight. So one of the few is right here.
Lucky to get it in because of the snow earlier today.
Yeah, just missed us, as Coleman will go up to jump against Coyle, and Coleman sends it back to Hadley. Panthers bring it up, opening possession. Shot by Eubanks is no good. And quickly down the floor are the Wildcats. Trying a three and missing was Vergara. That rebound will be taken by Petrin. Now an unforced turnover as Coleman tried to find Eubanks and just overthrew her into the stands. So Pekin turns it right back over to Columbus. That is Vergara bringing it up. Pekin staying in their 2-3 zone. Columbus really working the perimeter. Going to take that outside shot. Now pass inside is wild. It goes right into the hands of Eubanks. She clears it out and gets it to Petrin. Now inside, and Hadley loses a handle on it and bounces off her knee and out of bounds. Another turnover. So we have started off the new year with about 5 turnovers here. A couple missed shots. Vergara brings him up the floor for Columbus. And there's a moving screen that was not called, and a 3 taken from the corner off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hadley. Petrin gets it left side now. Parsons inside to Hadley. Hadley puts up a contested shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back and gets it to fall. Plus she's fouled on the play. Will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Anna Hadley with the first 2 points of the game, 2-0. And in and out, cannot complete the 3-point play. Pushing the floor is Columbus. Down to the far side corner. It's Rendon. Now the ball just passes, jumped, and taken away by Parsons. Parsons gets it off to Petrin. She brings it across. Left side Coleman. Back to Parsons. Had fake the 3, looking for Eubanks inside. The pass it goes off of Columbus' hands into the hands of Hadley. She puts up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back up. Anna Hadley is kind of doing whatever she wants down low. She's got a big height advantage over Columbus. Their tallest player on the floor is 5'4". She's listed at 5'9". Here's a quick shot. Little jumper taken by number 20, Franny Sosa. Down the floor come the Panthers. Get it inside to Hadley. She drives right side of the lane, kicks her right back out. They try a 3, and it is good for Parsons. As Columbus works it around the arc. Get it left side. Driving left side lane, going up for a shot, no good. Falling to the floor as she shot was Franny Sosa. Unable to connect, rebounded by Panthers. Coleman gets it across to Petrin. Coleman sends it inside. Ball's tipped and taken away by the Wildcats. It was Garza that got with that one. A quick shot here. No good, rebounded by Eubanks. Eubanks looking to pass it off and changed her mind, had to start dribbling there. As Coleman gets it. She gets it up the floor to Petrin. Petrin loses a handle on it momentarily, and then she is fouled. No, 5-second violation, actually. (7-2) here with 4:11 to go. As now the pass is tipped by Petrin. Gathered back in, though, by Vergara. Now Petrin tips it again. Can't quite chase it in the backcourt. Rendon tried to save it from going in the backcourt. She didn't need to do that. They got away with it, and she's going to try a 3, and this is good. Eubanks stops, takes a mid-range up, but that was tipped by Columbus, and their hands are going to push the floor in transition. Trying to work quickly. Fires a 3, and off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Columbus and put back up and good. And that was number 30. Parsley Garza. Her first two. Coleman stops at half court, now gets it across to Parsons. Parsons back to Coleman, and Coleman drug her foot, turned it over. And now Abby Geis is going to check into the game. Did not get the start. She'll come in for Paisley Coleman. Veteran just causing all kinds of problems up top for Columbus at this juncture of the game. Off a head fake. Mid-range jumper is off the front of the rim. Gathered back in. Reshot is no good. This is rebounded by Geis. She gets it back to Veteran, and now her pass is jumped and taken away by Lily Coyle. Coyle takes it all the way to the rim, lays it up and good. That foul was on Parsons, her first, team's first. And completing the three-point play is Lily Coyle. As Columbus turns up the heat in the backcourt, Pekin able to get it across. So Eubanks has it right wing. Sends it back up top to Petrin, all the way around left side to Parsons. Parsons can't handle the pass, and Pekin turns it right back over. As now Coleman's going to check in for Petrin. Pekin started this thing out leading 7-2. It's now 10-7 to the Wildcats as they try another three, and this is strong, rebounded by Parsons. Parsons trying to clear it out. Now she's going to try to dribble through it. Double teamed in the backcourt, looking for help, but just finds her way through. Passes it right side to Eubanks. She fires a three, and this is good. Renee able to get her first 3 points of the game, and we're back tied at 10. Columbus quickly down the floor. They're going to try to answer with another three, and they do. That is Coyle. She's got 5.
Right there.
Coleman, right wing, sends it inside to Hadley. Hadley passes it off to Geis. Geis lays it up in and good. Geis has got her first 2. Columbus works it around the arc. Now baseline. Nothing there. Right back out. They're going to try the corner shot again, and this is good. It's Vergara. And now a travel by Coleman. Turns it right back over to the Wildcats. Columbus not showing any signs of wanting to try to force anything inside as their three-pointers missed here. That was Vergara. Pekin's turned right back over at midcourt again. Jumper is up and rolling around and falling. That was Rendon. And a timeout taken by Pekin. 30-second timeout with 24.8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Columbus leads 18-12.
And during this timeout, we do thank Barn Wired in Sigourney for being our first quarter sponsor. You can find them at 119 East Marion in Sigourney for home decor, coffee, and more. And we'll be hanging out there tomorrow at 11:30 for the Iowa Music Showcase. We've got Mr. Mike Bernard coming to us from the Ankeny area as our guest tomorrow for the Iowa Music Showcase. And then, of course, Saturday morning, we're back at Barn Wired for the sports section, talking to area coaches and athletes starting at 8 a.m. So tune in and get in there to Barn Wired in Sigourney.
All right, first time out taken in the game Pekin has Geis bringing him up the floor. Geis gets across, gets it off to Petrin. Petrin lobs into Hadley at the free throw line. Right down more to Geis. Geis lays it up, misses it. No good. Rebounded by Hadley. Ball is loose. Hadley regathers it in. She's getting triple team. Kicks it out. Eubanks fires a three, and this is good. Right back down the floor with 2 seconds to go. They're going to try a shot at half court as time expires, and just missing it is Irina Bagara. So we'll head to the second quarter with Columbus leading 18-15.
All right, we do thank Barnwire. They sponsored our first quarter. Second quarter being brought to us by Fremont Funeral Chapel. Let's hear from them right now. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. And again, we do thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for sponsoring our second quarter. We are coming to you tonight from Pekin High School. We've got Pekin versus Columbus. Girls action to start things off, of course, followed by the boys game a little bit later on. And 18-15 in favor of Columbus. Josh Clubb on play-by-play.
All righty, and Columbus will start with this as Pekin won the opening tip, and we did not have any jump balls in the first quarter. As Columbus working the perimeter again. They fire a three from the right wing this time. It's off the mark, rebounded by Coleman. He's got it. Geis sends it inside to Hadley, who's tripped. They're going to call it travel. And Hadley let the referee know it too, that her words were, the only reason I traveled was because she tripped me. Here's Columbus. Still working in. They get a runner up and made by Franny Sosa. She's got 4. As Geis brings him up the floor. Veteran has him up top, sends it inside to Hadley. Hadley walks this time. So 20-15, 7 minutes to go in the first half. That is Vergara. They're working around. Now passes jump by Coleman. She's going to keep it in transition all the way down to the right side and has the ball tipped out of her hands at the last second by Isabel Rendon. Pekin will keep it. Baseline far side of the floor. Pretty much full shot clock to work with as they're working around the arc. Now they try to feed it inside to Hadley. She turns and shoots. This is no good. They called a travel.
That's 3 straight.
That is 3 straight turnovers by way of travel.
3 straight traveling.
Travelings, yep. The one I can side with her because she was tripped. The other 2 were definitely traveling. As Columbus brings it down. Here they try something inside, and this is no good. Rebounded by Hadley. That was Nevaeh Garza. And now Coleman's going to try a 3 from the top of the key. This is an air ball out of bounds. Eubanks tried to save it, could not. Columbus continues just to pass around the arc here. Now they're going to try it inside again. Turn and shot on the catch. And it's bouncing around. Finally falls by Garza. She's got her first 2. And now Geis's pass is taken right back away from Pekin by Coyle. Coyle now tries a 3 from the right wing. This is then off the corner. No good. Rebounded by Hadley. Hadley passes it off to Coleman, and Coleman will bring him up. Tries a pass, a high pass that is taken away. Coyle takes it to the rim, misses the shot, gets the rebound, puts another one, misses that one. Now she gets this rebound and gets it to fall. Eubanks tries another pass that's a lob pass, and this is gathered in. And now a foul is going to be called on. Calls on Columbus. That's Garza, her first. Team's first of actually Garza's second foul. Team's first of the quarter. Here's a pass inside to Hadley. Hadley puts up a tough shot. This is a little too strong, though. Geis goes for the rebound and can't keep it in bounds. So right back to Columbus. Looks like Petrin will check back in on the next stoppage. 24-15, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Columbus trying a quick ball movement. Now it's passes at the feet of Hadley. She picks it up, clears it out, gets it up to Geis. Geis gets it over to Parsons. Parsons going to drive right side of the lane. She stops her dribble and is going to have to kick it back out. She gets it to Hadley. Hadley off a tip ball, passes over to Geis. Geis puts a jumper up. This is no good. Rebounded by Columbus. They're going to run the length of the floor. All the way down, and the shot is blocked by Coleman. Gathered in by Parsons, who's surrounded by Wildcats, and she is fouled. They call that on Coyle, her first, team's second of the quarter. As Hadley's going to get a breather. Petrin will come back in. Parsons brings him across, has the ball pro feed initially in the backcourt. That's going to get it across. She gets it up to Coleman. Coleman right side to Petrin. Petrin all alone. She's going to try a three, and this is off the mark. Long rebound gathered in by Columbus. Move the ball in transition. Coyle, left side, inside, puts up a shot, gets it to fall, and she's fouled. Oh, they call a charge. They call a charge on Coyle, so the shot does not count. Stay at 24-15. And Coyle picks up her second foul. As the Panthers with an opportunity here. Find a way to get points. Parsons right side to Petrin. She fires a three again. This is a little short off the front of the rim. Battle for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Coyle. Coyle clears it out, and she brings him down the floor. It's Rendon with it now. Right back to Rendon, who misses the shot. The battle for the rebound is going to be won by Coleman. Coleman gets it to Geis. Geis pushes pace and gets her team up the floor. The defense turn their back on her. She takes the opportunity for the shot but misses it. And Columbus right back down the floor. They're going to try a quick three from Coyle, and she drains it. And a full timeout, a 30-second timeout, taken by Columbus. Their first timeout of the game.
Wow, what a turn of events. Pekin got off to a good start tonight, as you mentioned earlier, and man, it's been all Columbus since. Our first quarter, or I should say our second quarter, being sponsored by Fremont Funeral Chapel. And I also want to tell you that we'll be joined by Coach John Swanson of the Pekin boys basketball team coming up at halftime. We'll get Coach Swanson's thoughts heading into tonight's game in the second half of our boy-girl doubleheader tonight. Right now it's 27-15 in favor of Columbus. 3:22 to go in the second quarter, which is sponsored by Fremont Funeral Chapel.
Columbus has some different faces on the floor here coming out of this timeout. Pekin in the backcourt. Pekin's card is to surge back forward in this and then just halted there. Now the ball's turned over on a high pass. Columbus comes right back down the floor. Vergara, top of the key, sends it right side now. That's Howell. Howell left wing to Vergara. All the way around, right back to the right wing. She fires a shot, no good. Rebounded by Columbus. Still trying to gather the ball in. Langing up in and good. Is number 14, Isabel Rendon. She's got 7. Pekin gets it across. Parsons sends it back up top to Eubanks. Eubanks down to the corner. That was Coleman down to the corner to Eubanks. Eubanks went for a shot that ends up being a pass, more or less, to Geis, who throws the ball away. And a timeout here taken by Pekin as Columbus's coach is talking down in the corner. I'm thinking they must have awarded that ball back to Pekin. They're having quite the discussion down there, showing each other their feet. I'm not real sure what that's about, but nonetheless, Pekin takes their second time out of the game. They have 3 remaining. And I'll see you take it for the next 30 seconds.
All right. Once again, we're glad to get this game in tonight with the forecast the way it was earlier today. Wasn't quite sure if we were going to be able to do it, but here we are. I had, at my house, Josh, I had about 3/4 of an inch of snow. Any idea what you saw around the area today?
Well, I was in Richland, and I would say it was probably about that much. I was in between Richland and Ollie, and I would say it was probably right around 3/4, maybe an inch. But was completely melted off the roadways, nothing on the roads, just on the ground. Pekin is awarded the ball as Eubanks got it into Geis there. Pekin sets up their offense, sending it inside to Geis. Geis, left side, has the ball slapped from behind, gathers it in, kicks it right back out to Parsons. Parsons around. They're going to look for Coleman in the corner. No, they're going to pass it into Geis. Geis turns, tough shot, gets the roll to fall. Abby Geis doing a lot of work on that play, able to get the shot in, 29-17. Pekin stays in the 2-3 zone. Columbus has not shown any signs of wanting to attack inside at all. Now they just fire a 3, and this is long right in the hands of Geis. She backs up, lets it clear out over to Petrin, right back to Geis. Abby crosses half court. Plenty of time, back up top to Coleman. Coleman to Petrin. Petrin right wing now to Parsons. Parsons tries to feed inside to go to Geis. Ball is tipped. This is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing to Pekin. Pekin with a chance here to pull within 10. It's Petrin at the baseline, near side of the floor. She gets it into Eubank. Eubank hands it off to Coleman. Now inside to Geis. Geis in the lane. Puts up a layup, no good. A little too strong. Rebounded by Columbus. Coming down the floor. 3 is taken and missed by Columbus. Battle for the rebound is going to be a foul on Renee Eubanks. That is the first foul of the quarter for Pekin. Actually, only the second foul of the game on the Panthers. With 1:15 to go here in the second quarter, Columbus leads 29-17. They'll inbound at baseline near side of the floor. They try to send it inside, and Geis is right there and takes it away. They get it across. Parsons right back to Geis. Geis can't handle a battle for the rebound, or battle for the loose ball. Goes out of bounds. Pekin turns it right back over. As Coleman's going to step out here, and back in will come Anna Hadley. 29-17. With under a minute to go here in the first half. Columbus working around the arc now. Driving inside is Coyle. She stops, kicks it back outside. Down to the corner, trying a 3. Is Vergara. She's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Eubanks. Eubanks clears it out. There will be a shot clock still. Eubanks has to pick up her dribble. She's in trouble. Pekin needs to get across. Geis does. Tries to get inside to Hadley. Tipped and taken away. Columbus travels with it. That was Isabel Rendon. That'll shut off the shot clock. 22.5 remaining. And Pekin with an opportunity here to pull within 10 before halftime. Petrin takes the inbound pass. 20 seconds to go. Geis, head fakes, drives inside, puts up a long mid-range jumper, battle for the rebound. It's going to be a foul on Eubank. Her second. No, it was not a foul. Actually, they said that her leg was on the out-of-bounds line when she grabbed the ball, so no foul on her. 29-17, 6 seconds remaining. Columbus looking for a shot to end the half. Shot goes up, and it is good, and that's how the half will end. 31-17 in favor of Columbus.
All right, we are at halftime. Columbus leading 31-17. Our second quarter sponsored by Fremont Funeral Chapel. And we'll be taking a break. I believe, again, we're supposed to be joined by Coach John Swanson from the Pekin boys basketball team here shortly. So when Coach Swanson comes over, we'll be chatting with him. Otherwise, we'll bring up our halftime graphic and take a look at the lovely Stacy Shetler from Shetler Insurance Services. I'm a little biased. Shetler Insurance Services sponsors our halftime here on Steve Shetler Media. We'll be back in about 8 minutes. All right, again, we are here at halftime of Pekin and Columbus. We're at the halftime of the girls' game. And as promised, we are being joined by Coach John Swanson from the Pekin boys. Josh, I'll let you take away with the interview.
All righty, well, John Swanson, I'm Josh. Nice to meet you. So, girls' game, not going in Pekin's favor at this point. But what can we look into? What are we looking at the boys' game? The girls look like girls team is a little bit they're leading the conference, does Columbus. How about on the boys side of the fence? What do we got to look forward to?
Yeah, Columbus has got a really nice girls team this year. I haven't honestly paid a lot of attention to the game. I just walked in. They've got the JV game going to the other gym. But, they got a nice squad. And they play pretty fast, play a lot of girls. I know that. As far as our game goes, I think you're going to see a really up-and-down game, fast-paced, be a ton of threes, and should be a fun spectator game, absolutely.
All right, and so you guys are not back in school yet, right?
Correct, we're not back in school.
So how have you practiced throughout winter break most
Yes.
days? I mean, obviously probably not the holiday, but
Yeah, we've had 6 practices and a scrimmage.
okay, keeping everybody focused through winter break because this is, we talked about this top of the girls' game, but it's interesting with high school sports when you have a long break and they're not actually in session for school and you have a game, sometimes the focus can be a little bit less than normal. So what do you kind of do to avoid that?
No, you hit the nail on the head. Absolutely. It's hard to get the kids focused. They got a lot of distractions, a lot of things going on. They're staying up late. They're goofing off a lot. So you counteract that by when you're here, you try to be really productive. You try to be disciplined and kind of reiterate those things that we need to be focused on the task at hand and et cetera. And we actually brought the guys in this morning to shoot around, kind of go over some scout stuff and prep for the game, just to make sure, basically a couple things. They got out of bed for one, and they're ready to go for tonight.
Yeah, getting out of bed for those teenagers, by the crack of noon is tough sometimes when they don't have school to go to. So, yeah, great. So we're, you're a little ways into the season now after winter break. What's maybe some of the things that you've been surprised about with this group of kids? Somebody that maybe playing a little bit better than you're expecting, or just kind of something that wasn't on your radar that you're seeing, whether at JV or varsity?
Overall, I think things have developed nicely. I think, to your question, a guy that's maybe developed a little quicker than I thought was Nolan Glick down low. Really had a nice coming out party against Lone Tree a few weeks back. Had, I believe, 22 points and really set the tone down low. So really excited to see that early in the year, and hopefully he can build on that. He's been working on his outside shot. His free throw shooting's coming along, and really the area we need to focus now is just being consistent, and then is rebounding. Rebounding's really, numbers have not really been where they need to be, especially for a guy that's playing in the paint. So his athletic ability he's got a great vertical leap. He's a big, strong kid. He's good in other sports. He should really be, in that double-digit rebound area night to night, and so far we haven't seen that from him. So that's kind of been a focus over break is trying to get him be more physical, be a little smarter about where shots are going to come off and going and getting them.
All right. Is there anybody, you said you have a JV game going on in the gym right now. Is there anybody that's kind of working themselves into, maybe some more playing time on the varsity floor during, actual game action, not necessarily when it's cleanup time, but is there somebody that's kind of progressing through the underclassmen, if you will, that are looking a lot better than what you're expecting at this point?
Our JV's pretty freshman loaded and pretty inexperienced, so we most likely won't have anybody coming up from there. But I'll give you a guy that's played decent minutes, but not big time minutes yet this year. Our kind of our seventh guy, Riley Smith, really coming on as a shooter. He's been spending a lot of time in the gym. Had a great scrimmage and a lot of great practice over break. So look for him to have a great second part of the season, or second, third part of the season, whatever you call it, since we've only played 6 games. So being that the season's, it feels like, we say halfway, but we're not even close.
Right.
We're 6 games in, so we have a lot of room to grow, and I think you'll see a lot of guys even by mid-January going to look a lot different with their abilities.
Yeah, basketball always gets me because you think that winter break is halfway, but it's not. The month of January is a grind. A lot of basketball is going to get played in the next 30 days, and of course you know that all too well. So you got tonight we have you with Columbus. What's your next couple of games look like?
We're going to Highland tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we get the rest of the weekend off. We got Winfield here next Tuesday, and then go to Wapello the following Friday, and then we go up to Sigourney the following Saturday.
Okay, so a few conference games, and then stepping out of conference to play Sigourney. That's an annual Saturday thing, isn't there? There's a benefit involved with that.
Matinee, early afternoon game.
Yep, and I have participated that and enjoyed the food at the matinee. So, yeah. Well, I don't. You got any questions, Steve, for Coach? Steve's shaking his.
Anything good for Christmas?
There you go.
To be honest with you, Steve, for me, I got to get up and do chores in the morning, and evening. It's kind of just another day. I just don't work in between. I don't have basketball practice. So.
All righty. Well, a little bit of rest is always good, isn't it?
Yep. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, again, that was Coach Swanson from the boys basketball team for Pekin Basketball, and we'll be seeing them in action here in just a little while. But again, we are at halftime of the girls' game. As you can see on your screen, Columbus leads Pekin 31-17, and we'll bring it back here in a couple of minutes for the second half. Stay tuned. Halftime is sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. All right, we are back just in time for the second half here on Steve Shetler Media. Pekin against Columbus tonight in girls basketball action. We'll have the boys game here in just a little while. Oski Dental bringing us the third quarter. Make sure you give them a call at 673-4845. Josh.
All righty, well, Columbus will start with the ball here in the third quarter as the teams have flipped sides. As mentioned in that first half, Columbus content to work it around the perimeter and take those outside shots. As they're continuing to do so, now they're going to get a drive inside, set it up to the corner, and a shot taken and missed by Coyle, rebounded by Coleman. Coleman's going to bring him across, gets it up to Parsons. Parsons now right wing, reverses a dribble, sends it left side to Coleman and fires a three off the catch and nails it. First 3 points of the game for Coleman. 31-20. Now inside they go. Right back outside to Coyle. Coyle left side, sends it inside. In and out. Now a drive to the left side of the lane. A wild shot put up, no good. Right into the hands of Coleman. Just barely caught the backboard on the top right corner. And now the ball is poked free, but into the hands of Coleman. She'll send a lazy pass into Hadley. Hadley has it slapped away from her. And a quick shot is banked in by number 14, Isabel Rendon. She has got 11. As Pekin works it across. Guy sends it right side to Parsons, down to the corner to Coleman. Coleman looking inside for Hadley. Changes course, sends it outside to Parsons, and she drains the three. I was waiting for the refs to award her that because it looked like her foot was on the line, but they give it to her. Pekin back to within 10 as Columbus works it around the arc. Coyle's going to try a three, and this is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Vergara. She kicks it out, and a shot is taken and made by number 20, Franny Sosa. She's got 6. And Geis's pass is tipped away by Columbus. Battle for a loose ball. They get it off, and a three is taken and made by number 14, Rendon. She's got 14. And a pass is jumped again. We're going to call Hannah Hadley with a push on that one. Her first foul of the game. Team's first of the half. Vergara sends it left side, and a foul is called on Parsons. Her second. Team's second of the quarter. Stepping inside, taking a deep jumper, and no good is Columbus's Vergara. Coleman came down with the rebound. Parsons brings it across. It's Coleman left side to Geis. Geis from the left wing travels with it on a pass inside. Coach Watson did mention how Columbus's girls team does play a lot of girls. They do. They almost every time the ball stops, or every time the stoppage in play, they rotate somebody in. Brianna Vergara and Coyle are the two that stay on the floor the most. Here's a three that is tipped by Coleman into the hands of Hadley. Back to Coleman. She'll bring him across left side. Picks up her dribble. Sends it to Eubank from the left wing, and she misses the three. Rebounded by Coyle. Columbus tried to work quickly in transition. Pekin able to get back. Loose ball goes in the hands of Coleman. She gets it up to Parsons. Parsons going to try to bring him across. She does. Has the ball kicked from behind into the hands of Columbus's Garza. And Vergara will bring him across. Coyle Head fake, steps it out, sends it outside to Garza. She fires a three. This is no good. Rebounded by Coyle. Coyle has fouled from behind by Coleman on her putback attempt. First free throw from Coyle is missed. And Lily Coyle connects on the back end. She's got 12 points. Not the leading scorer tonight. She is the team's scoring leader coming into tonight. And Hadley inside puts up a tough shot. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul is called on Nevaeh Garza. Her first. Team's first of the half. And Hadley at the line to shoot two. In and out on the first one. Looks like Petron's going to check in for Hadley here after this make. .39-24, 3:52 to go here in the third. As Columbus brings it up the floor. It is Vergara. Working all the way around to Coyle. Coyle from the left wing drives inside. She travels with it. Turns it right back over to the Panthers. We have 3:38 to go now. Guys gets it up to Coleman. Right side to Eubank. Eubank back to Petron. Petron sends it left side to Parsons. Parsons going to go back right back to Petron. Petron nearly walks with it as she gets rid of it. Beacon moving the ball quickly. Petron fires a three, and this is an air ball saved, nearly saved by Eubank. She's stepped on the line. .39-24. Coyle down in the near side corner tries, or thought about a shot, passes it off. As Columbus will continue with moving around the perimeter. 6 seconds on the shot clock now. They get it out. They're going to try a three, and it is good for Isabel Rendon. She's got 17 points on the night as Coleman catches it in a tough spot, fires it up to Eubank. Pekin sets up their offense, moving the ball quickly. Petron fires a three and nails it. Ezra Petron has got 9. A whistle for... I'm not sure what that whistle was for, but...
he signaled traveling, but nobody had the ball.
Okay. Now Petron takes the ball away, and the ball is tipped from behind and out of bounds. And Petron is not. She's split the time on the floor. I'd say her and Anna Hadley have spent the most, or have been switching the most. And when she's out there, she's caused problems for Columbus, especially up the top, right as they come across half court. The poke one free there. Here's a three by Eubank. This is off the front of the rim. No good. That was rebounded by Garza. She gets up to Vergara, working around. Garza has it in the corner, back up top to Vergara. In and out. Vergara puts up a jumper, no good, rebounded by Coleman. It's to Eubank, who brings him across. Lobs it inside to Geis. Geis has to just poke it right back as the ball is loose. Pekin's going to come up with it. Coleman has it. She's in trouble, starts her dribble, fires it near side corner. Petron fires a three, and this is good. Over Petron. She's got 9. excuse me, she's got 6. Columbus tries it inside and a foul on Coleman. That's her second foul on Coleman. And first free throw is made by Ellie Sanders. And here's Eubank is going to travel on the drop step. 43-30, 45 seconds now left in the third quarter. Pekin trails by 13. Columbus's Ariana Vergara brings him across. Out go the Wildcats, and they get a mid-range jumper put up, no good, rebounded by Geis. 26 seconds, shot clock will go off. Geis loses the handle on it for a second, is in a little bit of trouble. Her pass is taken away by Columbus, and firing a three is no good. Rebounded by Vergara. She put her putback attempt rattles home. 45-30. Parsons, 4 seconds to go. Gets all the way down the floor, puts up a shot, prayer of a shot, gets it to go in, and it counts with 1 second on the shot clock. Kind of a one-handed, almost looked like a softball throw. They called the foul on number 14, Rendon, her first. Team's second of the quarter, which will not matter as there's only 1 second left, and Parsons tries to complete the three-point play. She does not. Columbus rebounds it and does nothing with it. As kind of almost like they didn't know what was happening. Nobody really understood that they still had a second to play there. But we'll head to the fourth quarter with Columbus leading 45-32 over the Panthers.
All right, and our third quarter sponsor was Oski Dental. Our fourth quarter brought to us by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. Let's hear from them.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
All right, once again, our fourth quarter being sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. We're going into the fourth. Columbus leads 45-32 here at Pekin High School. And Josh Clubb doing our play-by-play. Josh.
All righty. Pekin will start with the ball here in the fourth. And Milos Petrin with it. Gets inside the Geis. Geis reverses dribble, puts up a tough shot. This is no good off the front of the rim. And quickly down the floor are the Wildcats. Loose ball. Slows everything up. Pekin able to set up their defense. And the 2-3 zone still in this fourth quarter. Eubank extends out. Forces a dribble. Here is Coyle with a three, and this is off the mark into the hands of Coleman. Coleman clears it out. Gets it up to Parsons. Parsons picks up her dribble back to Coleman. Coleman crosses. 7:26 to go. Coleman, left side, now to Eubank. Looking for a screen. She gets it, but loses a handle on a dribble. Right back to Coleman, inside the Geis. Geis turns at the free throw line, now drives left side of lane, puts up a shot. This is blocked by Coyle into the hands of the Wildcats, and down the floor they come. Quick shot is taken, no good, rebounded by Coleman. Paisley Colburn has been a rebounding machine tonight for the Panthers. As they need to find some offense in a hurry. trailing by 13, and now a timeout is called as Pekin looked confused on their offense and what they were doing. Coach takes the timeout. Full timeout is taken, so we take a 60-second break we won't take a break, excuse me. We'll talk to Steve.
Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic sponsoring our fourth quarter. One thing I noticed tonight, Josh, we've done, I think this is our third game that we have done here at Pekin High School. And tonight we don't have the big screen TV on up against the wall. You can see it over there on your screen, on the up against the wall. Now, the first game it wasn't on. The second game it was on, and when it's on, it's quite bright. And when it's off, it's noticeable. But tonight it's off, and it's just a lack of light, basically.
It is.
I don't know what the rhyme or reason is for having that TV on.
Honestly, as bright as it is, I'm wondering if the game that it was on, maybe it was an oversight and somebody left it on. Because when that thing popped up, it was like their class calendar. It was a big white calendar. It was
blinding.
It was very blinding. You're just peeking out of the timeout. They trail by 13 with 6:39 to go in the game. Get inside to Geis. Geis left side, back outside to Coleman. Veteran now. 1 second on the shot clock. Eubanks has got to get it off. She does not. I just caught the shot clock on that last pass of Pekin with a shot clock violation. Here are the Wildcats, and the blast is tipped by Geis in the hands of Parsons. She tries to get it back to Geis, who wasn't looking. It's going to be turned right back over to Columbus, and Columbus turns it right back over to Pekin as Brandy Sosa stepped on the out-of-bounds line before the pass. And now another timeout taken by Pekin with 6:07 to go in the fourth quarter. They'll be down to one timeout after this one.
And our fourth quarter being sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. So heading into this game tonight, Josh, we were just eyeballing the teams in the pregame, and it looked, obviously Pekin has a height advantage. Columbus a pretty short team, but man, for what they lack in height, they certainly make up for with scrappiness, feistiness, crisp passes, and just overall, a quickness as well.
Yeah, ball handling and speed, and then their passing is, they'll get 4 passes off in a blink of an eye and create open looks, and that's their game. I've been saying throughout this game, they're not really attacking inside. They know they're not going to win that, so they're not attacking it. They're just taking their deeper shots, their open shots, and it's working. And on the Pekin side, they're just really starting to attack inside with Geis. Now, Hadley's not on the floor, but with Hadley on the floor and Geis both at the same time, we haven't seen much of that tonight. See, you have both of them on the floor at the same time, and they're going to attack it. Here's another turnover as Petra has the pocket pick, but the layup is missed, and as Petra's trying to get the rebound, she's fouled. Fouls on number 14, Isabel Rendon, her second, team's first of the quarter. As Wildcats put the press on, they get it to Parsons, though. Parsons dribbles all the way down and then finally has it tipped away. Gathering in and coming up with his coil, pushes it up the floor to Vergara. Vergara baseline, steps on. No, they call a foul. Called a foul on Coleman. Her third. Parsons will come off the floor now, and out will come Hadley. As Columbus takes a quick three, and this is no good. Rebounded by Hadley. Hadley clears it out, gets it up to Eubanks. Eubanks comes across, stops her dribble, looking for some help. Passes in to Hadley. Hadley right side turns, lays it up and good. Anna Hadley, now a whistle. A delay. So delay a game called on Pekin, saying they're intentionally hitting the ball after the basket's made. So the first one's just a warning, essentially, I do believe. And here's another turnover by Eubank. She gets it back to Geis. Geis gets it up to Coleman. Right back to Geis. And Pekin with an opportunity here. They can find a way to get inside. They lob it into Hadley. It's over her head, taken away by Vergara. Vergara right back down the floor. Sends a pass inside. It's Coyle, I do believe, who lays it up in and good. Columbus answers right back. 47-34. Geis brings it across. Left side now to Eubank. He fires a three, and this is a little strong. Rebounded by Geis. Geis tries to send around. Petrin's pass is tipped and taken away by Vergara. She's going to run length of the floor. Stops, reverses side of the lane, puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Petrin. No, they're going to call it a jump ball. Ball will stay with Columbus. Pass down inside is tipped by Geis and goes out of bounds. Will stay with Columbus. .30 on the shot clock. As Columbus moves it quickly. Here's a three. Too strong into the hands of Geis, and Geis dribbles it off of her foot and out of bounds it goes, turning it right back over to Columbus. As the Wildcats, with about their fifth opportunity here, here's a three-step non-travel. Shots missed anyway. Pekin comes up with it. Betrin has her pass tipped in the hands of Geis. Geis throws it into Hadley. It's taken away by Coyle. Coyle going to keep it in transition, slows up at the right wing, and lets everything set up. Now Petrin takes the pass away. Petrin down right side. She is going to be blocked. She lands on her hand. She may be hurt. Columbus comes back with it. Tries a quick three, and this is off the mark. Long rebound goes to Renee Eubank. She gets up to the left wing and picks up the dribble. Now passes it off to Coleman, right back to Eubank. Coleman, near side corner to Geis, to Petrin. Petrin fires a three from the right wing, and this is off the mark. There's a battle for the rebound. Goes into the hands of Coyle. And another three by Columbus is good. That is Vergara. She's got 8. As Geis brings it up the floor, gets it over to Eubank. She puts a mid-range jumper up. This is no good. Rebounded by Columbus. Vergara settle it in. 3 minutes, under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth period. Columbus leading 50-34. As Vergara head fakes a three, passes it off, and a three is taken and missed by Rendon. Rebound gathered in by Coleman. She gets it up to Eubank. Eubank left wing. Double team gets it off to Coleman. Coleman fires it near side corner to Geis. Geis baseline drive gets it to fall. She's got 6. And Columbus brings it across slowly. 2:20 to go. They're in no hurry. Leading by 14. Coyle now fires a three from the left wing, and this is no good. Rebounded by Geis. Petrin tries a three again, and this is off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound goes into the hands of Vergara. For the Wildcats, she pushes it up the floor to Rendon. Now back to Vergara, and she banks home a three. She's got 11 now. So Columbus has 3 of their players in double digits. Pass inside to Anna Hadley. This is no good. Gets her own rebound. Putback is good. And she'll go to the line to shoot an and one. Fouls on Lily Coyle, her third. is 5 in, 5 out for the Wildcats. Minute 27 left. 15-point lead for Columbus. Anna Hadley try to make it a 14-point game. She does. As Columbus has much reserves in, still working to pass it around the perimeter. Inside, number 20 goes up for a shot. She's fouled by Anna Hadley. Franny Sosa is number 20, and the final timeout is taken by Pekin here with 1:05 to go. Trailing by 14. Take their final timeout.
All right, and our fourth quarter sponsor is Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. We thank them, along with Bardwired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Schottler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Son-in-Law Services, Helmut Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrient Ag and Hedrick, and ServPro. Josh, we're also going to be picking the Son-in-Law Services Player of the Game on behalf of Pekin. So we're almost there. Who are you eyeballing? Anybody in particular? It's been kind of a tough game.
It's been a tough game, and when you look back at, Paisley Coleman's had been present down low with the rebounds. Anna Hadley leads the scoring right now with 10. His three-point play the first free throw is made, by Sosa. You also got Ezra Parsons with a lot of hustle out there tonight. So, no, I don't have anybody picked out in particular, but you said it's a tough game to.
We'll have to pick or flip a five-sided coin.
Five-sided coin. You work on getting the five-sided coin, and I'll figure out how to flip it. Here's a pass that's taken away from Parsons. That is Ellie Sanders who drives down the floor, and she's fouled. Fouls on Parsons, her third. And stepping over the line on the free throw was Sanders, so that one will not count. Second free throw is no good, rebounded by Geis. Geis pushes it up to Coleman. 49 seconds to go in this one. Pekin left side to Petrin, all the way around to Eubank. Eubank lobs it into Geis. Geis has to tip the ball up to come up with it, gets it out to Eubank. Eubank tries to get it to Parsons. Parsons, in a battle for the ball, comes up with it, gets it back to Eubank, who fires a three, and this is off the mark. Poked back out of bounds in the battle for the rebound by Parsons with 27 seconds to go. As Columbus gets it across the floor, shot clock is off. They were not looking like they're going to try to do anything. Certainly don't need to. Parsons is going to push the issue, though, make them pass it at least. And slapped out of bounds by Eubank. 8.7 to go on the shot or on the game clock. Columbus essentially just got to get this in bounds. They do. And that will pretty much do it as Pekin now backs off. And they will fall to 3-4 in the season, 55-39 in favor of Columbus as we get ready for the boys' game. I guess we'll just go with leading scorer for tonight, and that is Anna Hadley. She's got 10 on the night for Pekin. Parsons had 8. Eubanks had 6. Petrin had 6. And Coleman had, real quick here, Coleman had 3. So we'll just go with Anna Hadley as the Son-in-Law Services Player of the Game.
All right, congratulations to Anna. And we're about 15 minutes away or so from boys action. So we'll go silent for a little bit. We do thank all of our sponsors for bringing us our broadcast tonight. Pekin and Columbus boys coming up shortly here on Steve Shetler Media. All righty, welcome back in here for Pekin Basketball here on Steve Shetler Media on a Thursday evening. I got about 40 seconds to go before we get the starting lineups. We do thank all of our sponsors, including our first quarter sponsor, Barnwired in Sigourney, also Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, also Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, and Serve Pro, all on board for Pekin Basketball. Tomorrow night, we'll be back at it with Sigourney at Linville-Sully for audio-only basketball here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. All right, I think we're going to get the opening lineups. Josh, I'll let you take it from here.
All righty. Yeah, I'll kind of repeat the PA announcers because it's a little tough for you at home to hear. Leading scorer for the Wildcats on the boys' side is Ellis Hills Carrier, the sophomore. They have him listed at 6'1" on Bound, but watching him warm up, he might be 6'1" if he's leaned over. He's a pretty tall kid, but he's averaging 15 points per game for the Panthers. Cole Milliken, the junior, is averaging 12.7, and Nolan Glick at 11.3. Nolan Glick getting a little extra praise from Coach Swanson during our halftime interview there. Just jumping into the starting lineups, that's Ryan Coyle for Columbus. He's a senior guard listed at 5'10". He'll be shaking hands with Cole Milliken, the junior. And that is Hills Carrier, Ellis Hills Carrier, sophomore guard. Again, he's listed as 6'1". He shakes hands there with Will Adams. Will Adams doesn't have a height listed. And then we got Juan Cherez shaking hands with Casey Davis, wearing jersey number 21. And then for Columbus, Drew Totemeyer wearing jersey 13. He's a junior forward at 5'11". He'll shake hands with Henry Adam wearing jersey 23, sophomore at 5'9". For Columbus, that is Drake Marnin. He'll meet with Nolan Glick there at center court. And we are set to get underway here. As Nolan Glick goes to center court, he'll meet Juan Jarez there for the opening tip. As if you hear any chomping in the background, Steve is eating his supper right now. At the start of this boys' game, here is Glick. Actually loses the toss, gets in the backboard. Hills Carrier catches up with it. Coach Swanson says we should have a pretty high-paced back-and-forth game as Columbus moves around. Hills Carrier at the top. Will Adam on guarding him. Carrier drives left side, passes it out. Up and doing 13 on the shot clock as Columbus resets. Carrier drives right side now, kicks it out to Coyle. Coyle passes it off. 7 on the shot clock. That is Martin, gets it outside 3 on the shot clock, and they do not get a shot off. That is a opening possession shot clock violation for the Wildcats. As Henry Adam will bring it up the floor. Left side he goes. Puts the rest of the offense in motion. Back up the top for Will. Casey Davis fires a 3, and this is an air ball out of bounds. No good. And Columbus takes right back over. Play setup was good. Davis had a nice open look. Wasn't able to connect. So Carrier fires a 3 from the left side. This is off the mark. Battle for the rebound. It's Cole Milliken. Milliken dribbles through the leg, gets it across. Passes it down low to Henry Adam. Adams goes to pass it to Glick, and it goes off the bottom of the rim into the hands of the Wildcats. Right back to Hills Carrier. He drives to the baseline, has the ball tipped out of bounds by Will Adam. They'll keep it. Still scoreless. At a minute 15 seconds. Columbus. Hills Carrier cannot get it inbounded in time, and they turn it right back over to the Panthers. Team took a little bit, really delayed on the motion of their inbounds play. Pekin's defense came to shine so far here tonight. That's Glick, top of the key, left side of the lane. He goes in, jump pass, tries to get a pass off to Davis. And they're saying it was last touched by Glick. So I'll turn it right back over to the Wildcats. Columbus gets it up to Hills Carrier. Carrier kicks it outside. Fire by Terreras. He gets the 3 to go. Opening points of the game. 3-0 Columbus. Henry Adams drives all the way baseline. Picks it up to Milliken. Milliken drives inside. He's fouled before the shot. Call a foul on Drake Marin, excuse me. Inbound pass to Will Adam. He gets back to Henry. Henry waiting for a screen and a travel by Henry Adam. Henry Adam with a couple turnovers here to start things off. Hills Carrier sends it right side. Right back to him. He has the ball poked free by Will Adam into the backcourt. He gathers it in. Now inside, spinning and trying to shoot, and the ball comes out. They call a foul on Glick, I do believe. They do. That's the first foul on Pekin. That's going to go on Nolan Glick. Columbus will get a new shot clock. Get it in and a quick catch and shoot, and misses off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Milliken. Will Adam with it, drives in the lane, puts up a shot and gets it to fall. He's got his first 2 of the night. First 2 for Pekin. 3-2 is our score. Columbus, a foul is going to be called on Henry Adam this time as he reached around the driving Drake Marin. Two fouls on Pekin here so far, one on Columbus. Columbus gets it in. That's Coyle. Has the ball tipped out of his hands by Milliken. It's going to stay with Columbus. I think the officials might have been might not have saw that, but Milliken kind of just told him that he did it last, more or less. Here is a pass is taken away by Glick into the hands of Will to Henry. Now Cole Milliken drives left wing, gets a floater to go. No good. Rebounded by Columbus. Right back down the floor. They're going to fire a quick 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Tracked down by Casey Davis. Davis clears it out, gets it to Henry Adam. Back up the floor come the Panthers. Will Adam has it left wing. Back up top to Henry. It's Cole Milliken, right wing, now drives inside, jump stop, kicks it out to Henry. Head fakes, drives in, puts a mid-range jumper. No, he's actually going toward a pass that is taken away by Drew Tudemeyer. Hills Carrier was looking for a screen there. Will Adam staying with it. Adam is glued to Hills Carrier. Has been for the whole game, doing a good job keeping them contained. As now Will Adam jumps a pass that was intended for Hills Carrier, takes the length of the floor, lays it up and good. Will Adam has got all 4 of Pekin's points, and they lead 4-3. Hills Carrier gets an open look, takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by Milliken. Milliken gets it to Henry. Henry, right side of the lane, goes up, puts up a shot, and this is good. Timeout called by Columbus off that make by Henry Adam, and the Panthers lead 6-3 with 4 minutes, 1 second left here in the first quarter.
All right, Barnwired, our first quarter sponsor here on Steve Shetler Media for Pekin Basketball. Barnwired at 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Give them a call at 641-622-9912. Home decor, coffee, and more. Plus, they're the host for the Steve Shetler Media Iowa Music Showcase on Fridays and also the sports section on Saturday mornings. Stop in and be a part of those shows live if you'd like at Barnwired on the south side of the square in Sigourney.
All right, here's Columbus off their first timeout. And Pekin going to show some pressure in the backcourt. Mills Carrier gets it, brings it down right wing. Picks up, no, he puts a fadeaway jumper up and gets it to fall. His first 2 points of the night. Milliken now has it right wing. 3:43 to go. Tries inside, nothing doing. Kicks it back out to Will Adam. Will Adam force feeds it to Glick. Glick puts up a tough shot and it's rolling around. No good. Rebounded by Columbus. Stoudemire gets it up to Hills Carrier. Hills Carrier brings him across. Left wing. He's looking for a screen. Will Adam all over him. Hands it off to Drake Marnin. Now a pass from Marnin. He was looking for Charez down in the corner. Overshoots him. They turn it right back over to the Panthers. As we'll get Cale Howell and Fritz Figaro in for the Wildcats. Pekin starting five still on the floor. Henry Adam drives all the way around, passes it out to Davis. Davis puts a mid-range jumper up and can't get the roll, and a foul. Call a foul on Glick. And that's his second, so we're going to get a sub here. Riley Smith is up at the table. They're going to let him in. And now his pass is just jumped and taken away by Milliken. Milliken passes it off to Adam. He tries to send it right back to Milliken. He can't hold on to it. Tips it out of bounds. Pekin turns it right back over. Keep the press in the backcourt. Get it up to Fritz Fargo, who cannot. Has the ball taken away from him as he's going up for the shot by Will Adam. Get it up to Florida Milliken, down to the corner. Davis. Davis fires the three. No good. Rebounded by Will Adam. Kicks it out to Henry. Henry baseline drive, lays it up and good. Henry Adams got 4 points. Both Henry and Will Adam with 4. Pekin has 8. 8-5. Mills Carrier fires a three from the top of the key and drains it. To lock us up at 8. Inside to Davis, and Davis is going to be fouled by Fritz Figaro. And here is a three by Milliken, and good. Cole Milliken enters the scoring game as Columbus is in trouble in the backcourt. They do get it across. Taken away, though, as a lob pass taken by Davis. Davis runs length of the floor, puts up a shot. He's fouled. Shot is no good, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. He just said white one. He meant blue one. That's Ryan Coyle, his first. Casey Davis at the line to shoot two. Connects on the first one. As Davis does make him pay for the foul. And Robert Brown will check in for Davis off the make. Excuse me, that was Elijah Brock. And here is a quick three-pointer taken by Hills Carrier. Pretty evident why Will Adam is covering him so tightly, because he gets an ounce of open space and he drains those shots. And here's a travel by Pekin Smith on his jump stop. He kind of fell forward after he tried his jump stop and turns it back over to the Wildcats. They trail by 2, looking to tie or take the lead in this possession. Figaro with the left wing, back up top now to Howell. Back to Figaro. Garrow reverses dribble, tries the middle of the lane, loses the handle on the ball. Milliken comes up with it. Milliken looking up the floor. He's got Henry Adam. He gets it to him. Adam catches it and is pushed from behind by Cale Howell. His first, team's fourth, so next foul by Columbus, and Pekin will be shooting free throws. Henry Adams going to bring it in. He sends it to Brock. Brock kicks it outside, and a three is attempted by Riley Smith. It is no good. As Figaro gets across, working on Henry Adam. Picks up his dribble now, has to pass it off. Figaro tries a deep three, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. Brock tips it up in the air and catches it himself. Passes it off to Henry Adam. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Adam picks up his dribble, waiting for somebody to come free. It's Milliken. 26 seconds. Milliken down to the baseline, puts up a shot, and this is, they're going to say before the shot, waving the shot off. They call that foul on Drake Marin, his second. Team's fifth, so that will send Cole Milliken to the line to shoot two. Connects on the first one. As Henry Adam will get a break. Casey Davis will come back into the game. Milliken's second shot is no good, but rebounded and put right back up by Will Adam, and it's missed. Riley Smith jumps the pass there and stepped on the out-of-bounds line, is doing so. 13 seconds to go. Figaro sends it left wing. Back to Figaro, deep left wing. Dribbling between his legs, step back, fires up a shot with 2 seconds on the game clock. Rebounded by Milliken. Milliken will not get a shot off. And we will head to the second quarter with Pekin leading 14-11.
All right, we thank Barnwire. They sponsor our first quarter here on Pekin Basketball. Let's hear from our second quarter sponsor, which is Fremont Funeral Chapel. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. And we are back live here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube for Pekin basketball against Columbus tonight. Boys action after the girls came up short against Columbus earlier tonight after the first quarter here. Pekin boys lead Columbus 14-11. We're just a few seconds away from action resuming. Fremont Funeral Chapel being our sponsor for the second quarter. Let's go back to Josh Clubb with the play-by-play of tonight's game.
All righty. At the end of the quarter, Pekin will start with the ball. Henry Adam, Cole Milliken, Elijah Brock, Smith and Davis on the floor. Riley Smith's going to try a three from the far side, and this is whistled dead. Call a foul. Foul is called on Casey Davis, his first. As Pekin's got Columbus in trouble, and they do force the backcourt violation. The Wildcats could not get it across. Will Adam will inbound it from right in front of Columbus's bench here. He gets it in to Riley Smith. Smith hands it off to Milliken, right wing. Milliken drives inside, reverses around, puts a fadeaway up, and gets it to fall. Nicole Milliken's got 6 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 for 3 from the field. And here's Hills Carrier. Looking for a screen, doesn't get it, has to pass it off. As Columbus having a tough time getting any penetration on the Pekin defense. Now Hills Carrier does. He gets around Will Adam. Casey Davis can't help. And Hills Carrier gets it up. He's got 10. On the night, here's Milliken going baseline. He's tripped on the baseline. As Henry Adam will check in for Riley Smith. There's a second foul on Ryan Coyle. Davis has it. Left side corner. Left wing now. Milliken drives inside baseline. Head fake, takes it back out all the way around to Brock. Brock fires a three from the top of the key. This is no good. Rebounded by Will Adam. Will Adams' putback is good. Will's got 6. Here comes the Wildcats. Hills Carrier. Looks to move quickly. Now he backs up. Waits for some motion down below. Will Adam not giving up any ground. Columbus works the inside this time to Hills Carrier. He dribbles, spins up, has his shot blocked by Davis into the hands of Henry Adam. Henry sends it to Brock on the backside. Brock lays it up in and good. 20-13 now. For Pekin, Hills Carrier sends it outside. Nothing doing. As Nolan Glick is going to check back into the game. He picked up 2 fouls there in that first quarter. Hills Carrier left side now being guarded by Brock. Timeout is called by Columbus with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 5:25 to go in the second quarter. Pekin leading 20-13.
All right, our second quarter being sponsored by Fremont Funeral Chapel. And all of our sponsors for tonight's game include Barnwired, Shuttler Insurance Services, Hosky Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, and Serve Pro, our sponsors for tonight's game and this season's Pekin games here on Steve Shuttler Media. Coming up tomorrow night again, we've got Sigourney basketball at Linville Sully for the girls and boys. That'll be an audio-only broadcast, so you can be basically like listening to radio on Facebook and YouTube. Next Monday, we've got the North Mahaska EBF girls and boys. That girls game, of course, going to be a heck of a matchup. Number 1 and number 2 coming out of the Christmas break. So got lots of great basketball coming up over the next few days here on Steve Shuttler Media. Second quarter resumes. Josh Clubb with your play-by-play.
And Pekin played well tonight. It's been as Coach Swanson said, a pretty fast-paced game so far. Pekin has worked themselves to a 7-point lead. It doesn't really quite feel like they've got a 7-point lead. It feels a little bit tighter than that, and maybe now as they attempt a 3, but this is long and out of bounds. It goes as a diving, diving Juan Cherez actually face planted against the wall. Didn't seem to faze him though. I'd still be laying there probably until the next time you come back to Pekin, Steve. We're speaking in the backcourt. Columbus applying a little bit of pressure, not much. Henry Adam dribbles through it with no problem. 5 minutes to go. Right side to Will Adam. Will Adam drives inside, kicks it off to Glick. Glick jumps up, puts up a tough shot, and gets it to fall. Nolan Glick comes in after a little bit of a break due to the 2 fouls. Now Pekin forces a turnover backcourt, sends it up the floor to Will Adam, who's running free. He lays it up in, no good, but Brock is there to rebound it, kicks it outside. Henry Adam drives right wing. Back to Brock. Brock has it poked out of his hands. Tries a baseline drive, puts up a shot, and this is no good. Brock nearly got his own rebound, though. And now a three is taken by Columbus. This is no good. Rebounded by Milliken. Milliken speeding down the floor all the way in left side, and he misses the layup. Rebounded by Glick initially, and then a jump ball on the battle for the rebound. Possession arrow is pointing towards Columbus. Milliken on that breakaway there. Both defenders turned over towards Will Adam, who was running the opposite side of the floor as Milliken, and Milliken just took it the rest of the way. Maybe threw off his timing a little bit by it coming so open. Here, Will Adams strips the ball away, sends it up to Milliken. Milliken puts up a tough shot. This is no good, but he is fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot two. I think foul's gonna be on. It is on Fritz Figaro. His second. Team second of the quarter as Milliken misses his first one. We're gonna have Davis and Smith check in for Glick and Brock. Milliken on the back end is good. Figaro passed it in there to Howell, who has it poked out. Columbus will keep it, trailing by 10. Get it to Figaro. Back around they go. Columbus has had a tough time getting inside. Now they try a lob pass into Jerez. He can't do anything with it. They kick it back out. 7 seconds on the shot clock and 3 seconds in the lane called on Charez. And Hills Carrier does check back in on that. And now a pass by Milliken just goes right past Riley Smith. Smith was looking down, I think. I'm not sure. So an unforced turnover by the Panthers. Here's Carrier tries to get it across. He does. And now Figaro throws a wild pass out of bounds. He was looking for Ryan Coyle. Turning it right back over to the Panthers. 3:04 to go in the second quarter. 23-13 is the Pekin lead. Henry Adam up to Milliken now. Back to Henry. Milliken brings it across, gets it to Will Adam. Will Adam goes right up the middle of the lane. He misses it a little too strong on the roll. Rebounded by Columbus. And now Figaro's just going to try a deep three, and he gets it to fall. And a timeout taken by Pekin. 30-second timeout with 2:41 to go here in the second quarter.
And that second quarter being sponsored by Fremont Funeral Chapel. And coming up tomorrow, we'll have Sigourney at Linville Sully. We've got the Iowa Music Showcase coming to you live from Barnwired tomorrow from 11:30 to noon. Here on Steve Shetler Media, we'll be talking to Iowa country artist Mike Bernard. He comes to us from the Ankeny area. So tune in from 11:30 to noon for the Iowa Music Showcase. Saturday morning, the sports section live from Barnwired as well, talking to area coaches and athletes. I think the guy we're hearing doing play-by-play tonight is going to be getting up early with me on a Saturday morning to host. He'd be our guest host for the sports section. Josh Club.
I'm going to be the guest host. I'm so excited. Here comes speaking. Had something else to say about that, but I'll get back to basketball here. Henry Adams sends it left side to Davis. Davis baseline drive. Stops and puts up a shot, and it's rolling around up there and falls. No good. Into the hands of Columbus. Figaro brings him down the floor, sends it off to Coyle. Coyle back to Figaro. They've changed the role of Hills Carrier now. With Figaro in there, he's been the primary ball handler, and Hills Carrier is trying to work himself open. There's Figaro, misses his shot, gets his own rebound. Columbus has a new shot clock to work with. Moving the ball quickly, Figaro tries it again. Kicks it out, and this is taken away by Will Adam. He was looking for Hills Carrier. Adam beats him down the floor, lays it up, and a little too strong. Will Adam is not getting the roll, and here's a quick three taken by Figaro. No good, rebounded by Columbus, and Hills Carrier tries a three. This is no good. But Adams gotten some of those breakaways and just can't get the roll. A little too strong, a little too soft. See if he can zero that in. And here's Henry Adam with a travel. And now they're going to solve 3 seconds in the lane on Glick instead. Adam certainly traveled, but as Brock is going to check in for Glick. And here is Hills Carrier with two more. Make it 12 for him, and Columbus starting to creep back into this thing. Milliken drives right side wing, gets the roll. Thirty 34 seconds to go, or 30 seconds to go, I should say, before halftime. About a 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As Columbus has it. Drive inside. Oh, a shot is deflected into the hands of Davis. That'll turn off the shot clock for Milliken, who slows up with 15 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get a shot off here for the Panthers. Milliken drives inside, puts a jumper up, and gets the roll with 6 seconds to go. Cole Milliken, they get it into Hills Carrier. He fires a half-court shot. No, it's deflected into the hands of Brock. Deflected by Will Adam. And that is how we'll go to halftime with Pekin leading 27-18.
Alrighty, we thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for being our second quarter sponsor. And we're going to go into halftime. Shetler Insurance Shetler Insurance Services sponsors our halftime. We'll take a little bit of a break, go silent for a few minutes, come back in here in about 8 minutes for the second half here on Steve Shetler Media. All righty, we are back here at Pekin High School on a Thursday evening after a snowy day here in southeast Iowa. Third quarter set to begin, and it's being sponsored by Oski Dental. You can call and schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster, 641-673-4845. Pekin with a 9-point lead at the half, and Josh Clubb with the call of the play-by-play as action is set to resume here momentarily. Josh.
All righty. Well, Pekin will start with it. Starting 5 back out on the floor for the Panthers. Nolan Glick, a lot of reduced minutes. He'll inbound it here. A lot of reduced time in the first half due to picking up 2 fouls in the first quarter. He'll send it in now to Henry Adam. Henry right back to Glick. Outside to Milliken. Milliken thought about a shot, changes his mind, drives inside, reverses it back to Glick. Glick goes up for a tough shot. He's fouled by number 5, Juan Jerez, his first. Team's first of the half, and Glick at the line to shoot 2. First one no good for Nolan Glick. Glick does have 2 points on the night. And connects on the second one. Columbus with their first possession of the second half. Looks like they switch back to Hills Carrier, bringing him up the floor. They have made a switch in the second quarter to where there's a ball poked by Will Adam. We'll stay with Columbus. They had made a switch to Fritz Figaro doing the ball handling for the Wildcats. Now they'll go back to Hills Carrier. You can see why they're guarding him like they are. Here's a dribble off the leg of Henry Adam. He takes it, lays it up in and good. I mean, normally you'd get a call to a kick there, but he didn't really extend his leg. The ball just went off of his foot as Hills was trying to create some space, and now here's Columbus in trouble. Nearly got a 5-second violation. They're going to try a 3, though, off the front of the rim. Goes in the hands of Milliken. Milliken in transition is going to take it all the way. Lays it up and good. Cole Milliken's got 13. Pekin leads 32-18. Here's Hills Carrier. Working on the defensive Adam. And here's a kind of a flop there by Figaro. No whistles as Columbus continues to work. Now 3 seconds in the lane called. Second one tonight called on Juan Jerez. And Columbus trying a little pressure in the backcourt. Milliken gets right through it to the left side. He's going to be fouled. Ryan Coyle, it looks like. And they do get him. It is his third. Second foul on Columbus here in the second quarter with 6:21 to go. Milliken from the left side passes off to Glick. Glick goes up, tries to kiss it off the glass. A little too strong, rebounded by Columbus. Figaro goes inside, puts up a shot, and gets the roll. Will Adam takes it right side. This time he's able to get the layup to fall. So a little trouble with that in the first half. He's got 8 points, 4 for 8 from the field. Figaro trying to work past Davis. Hands it off. Adam tries to jump the pass. Hills Carrier goes to work looking for a screen. Just dribbles around the corner. Spins around, passes it off to Jerez. Rebound is no good, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. Call a foul on Henry Adam. His second. Pekin's first of the half. And now a pass across the floor is taken away by Henry Adam in transition. He takes it all the way, lays it up in and good. Henry's got 8, 4 for 4. Right back down the floor come the Wildcats. Hills Carrier tries to reverse dribble. Him and Will Adam collect. Hills Carrier step back, tries a three, no good. Rebounded by Glick, gets it to Milliken. Milliken looking up floor, but just going to keep it. Passes it right side to Will Adam. Will Adam baseline drive, and he catches the baseline. Turns it right back over to Columbus. Glick's going to come out. And in will come Elijah Brock. Fritz Figaro brings it across. Drives right side. He falls, shoves his way in. That's going to be an offensive charge as he ran right into Henry Adam, dropped his shoulder. Adam was in position. It's Figaro's third. And Henry Adam brings it across. Bill gets it to Milliken. Milliken tries a three. This is no good. Henry Adam, or Will Adam, is in there to get the rebound, and he is going to be fouled on the floor again by Figaro, I do believe. That is number 4 on him. He'll have to come out of the game. I think they had a sub at the bench for him after the third foul. They did not let him sub in. They do now. That's Drew Totemeyer. He's going to check in. Pekin will have a new shot clock. Baseline near side of the floor. Henry sends it in to Casey Davis. Davis fires a three, and this is good. Davis has 5, and with that, Columbus is going to take a full timeout. 4:19 to go in the third quarter, and Pekin has extended their lead to 19.
And we do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring this third quarter. And you can call and schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at 641-673-4845. And we do thank all of our sponsors for being part of our broadcast tonight here on Steve Shetler Media. Barnwired Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, and ServPro, all on board as sponsors for Pekin basketball. And tomorrow night we've got Sigourney basketball at Linville-Sully. That'll be an audio-only broadcast for that game Monday. North Mahaska and Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont. So featuring a ton of great area teams and basketball over the next few days here on Steve Shetler Media. About to resume action here, 39-20 in favor of Pekin. Third quarter sponsored by Oski Dental.
All righty, as Pekin's pulled out to a 19-point lead. Columbus will have the ball, showing backcourt pressure. See if they stick with it or if they fall back. Hills Carrier. It's going to be the ball handler now as Figaro picked up his 4th foul and goes to the bench. Here, Columbus moves quickly, gets a layup in by Drew Totemeyer. Brock has it left wing, sends it down to Will Adam. Will Adam tries to feed it inside to Davis. Davis misses it initially. Able to gather it in and gets the layup to fall. Davis with 7 points. Hills Carrier brings him across. Will Adam playing some stout defense. And Hills Carrier shows he only needs about a millimeter of space, and he can get a shot to fall. That's why Coach Swanson has him guarding him the way he is. Will Adams done a great job of it too. With hardly any fouls. Here's Henry Adam. I thought he was going to take a three. Instead, he passes it off to Davis. Davis baseline tries to pass off Will, and this is taken away. And now the pass down the floor is jumped and tipped out of bounds by Milliken. We'll stay with Columbus. It looks like Nolan Glick's going to check back in. He's going to come in for Casey Davis. Hills Carrier gets it in. Ball's tipped by Brock. Forces Columbus to reset. Hills Carrier gets a screen, gets the space, fires a three. This is no good. Rebounded by Glick. Gets it out to Henry Adam, who brings him up the floor. Stops at the right wing. They work it around the arc all the way down to the corner to Brock. He fires a three, and this is off the mark. Long rebound. Gives him, initially was gathered in by Glick and then tipped out of his hand. And they're going to call a foul on Columbus. They call that on Hills Carrier, his first, but foul was on the floor. Not sure why they're lined. That is the 5th foul on Columbus in the quarter. So that'll send Nolan Glick to the line. Misses the front end. 1 for 3 so far tonight from the line. Glick gets the second one to go. Hills Carrier brings him across. Right side, drives inside, tries to jump stop, kicks it out. Fires a three, and good is Juan Cherez. Right back down the floor, Henry Adam crosses past the Glick, out of his hands, in the hands of Milliken, who fires a three, and he answers right back. 3 of his own. Milliken's got 16. And the Panthers lead 45-27. Here's a forced shot. Taken and banked off the backboard, touched nothing else but Elijah Brock's hands. Peeking quickly down the floor. Milliken has it in the corner, back up top to Henry Adam. He head fakes, drives inside, kicks it out to Brock. Brock all the way around to Milliken. Milliken now from the left wing, drives inside, puts up a runner, and this is no good. Loose ball though. Ball still loose, all the way out to the free throw line. Able to come up with it. They get it left side to Hills Carrier. Carrier drives inside off the head fake, puts up a tough shot, no good, rebounded by Milliken. I would say that was a rebound that just caught the edge of the rim. Hills Carrier wanted a foul there, but nothing called. A lot of physical activity, or a lot of people running into each other there. Nothing called here. Milliken just puts a three up in the air. That was almost like a prayer shot. He's got 19, 48-27, minute 13 to go in the third quarter. And now Milliken just has the ball pop into his hand. He's going to run the length of the floor, puts it up and good. And Cole Milliken is on a heater. He's got 8 points in the last about 30 seconds. 56 seconds to go. Hills Carrier, left side. Columbus tries a three. This is an air ball. It goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to Pekin as Pekin's now going to sub in. Bring Riley Smith in. He's going to come in for Will Adam. Henry Adam brings him up the floor. Left side, back outside to Milliken. Milliken turns, spins, shoots, roll. Does not get the roll this time. Rebounded by Columbus. Ball is tipped free by Glick, but Columbus able to get it back in. Hills Carrier. 23 seconds on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock, so they do have to shoot, but Columbus looking to just let this dribble out. Hills Carrier drives downside, fires a three, and this is off the mark into the hands of Will Adam. He's at 7 seconds. He threw the ball up for a half-court shot. There's still going to be 3 seconds on the game clock. I think he saw the shot clock and was thinking the shot clock was down to 2 for Columbus. I'm thinking that's what Will Adam or Henry Adam was looking at. So now Columbus tries to get it in. They have a chance for a shot here. 2.2 as that ball's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Columbus, so now Pekin's going to get a shot. 2.2, so a catch, maybe a dribble, and then a shot. They get it into Henry. Henry drives in to the free throw line, does not get the shot off in time, missed it anyway. But Pekin pulls out to a 50-27 lead as we head to the fourth and final quarter.
And we do thank Oski Dental. They sponsored our third quarter. Let's hear now from the fourth quarter sponsor, which is Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
And again, we do thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for sponsoring the fourth quarter, which is about ready to start. Josh, I know there is a football game going on tonight. That Sugar Bowl game got pushed off a day. What's happening in college football?
Well, Notre Dame took down Georgia. They won 23-10. So all that ruckus about the SEC need more teams in, and they basically have one remaining who barely got there.
Down with the SEC.
Texas had to, I think it was 2 or 3 overtimes. It took them to take care of business against Arizona State. So now Notre Dame moves on. They'll play Penn State, and then you got Ohio State and Texas on the other side of that. So
Big Ten looking good.
Unless you're talking about the Duke and Ole Miss game that's going on right now, as Pekin gets a turnover here. I'm not sure which bowl that is. But that game's going on as well as here as Riley Smith going in. Tries the shot, is no good. Not sure what I think they said they carried it, maybe? Nonetheless, turns it back over to Columbus. 50-27, 7:34 to go in the game. His Carrier has the top of the key, fires a 3 from there, and this is in and out, no good, rebounded by Glick. Glick hands it off to Henry Adam. Adam to Will Adam. Will Adam passes inside to Glick. Glick dribbles once, puts it up and good. Nolan Glick. He's got 6 points. As a 3 is now tried by Columbus, no good, rebounded by Will Adam. He gets it to Henry. Henry looking up the floor, sends it to Riley Smith. Smith tries it inside to Glick, and the ball is kicked by Hills Carrier. We'll stay with Pekin. As Milliken will check in for Henry Adam now. This is whistled dead with a problem with the shot clock. The referee right there in front of you had his hand up the whole time. Should never been. The ref down at the baseline did not see him. Had 26 on the shot clock. He wanted 29, so Pekin will do it again. On the right side to Riley Smith. He fires a 3 off the catch, no good. Rebounded though by Casey Davis. The putback is knocked out of his hands from behind. And Figaro comes down with it. He's playing with 4 fouls now. Hills Carrier. Hills Carrier tries to pass it inside. Will Adam tips it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Columbus with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Here is pass into Figaro, and they're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot on Casey Davis, I do believe. They do. He's got his second foul. Pekin with the first foul of the quarter. Columbus inbounds it. Tries to tip it initially by Glick into the hands of Davis. Davis runs away from the floor, puts it up, no good. Kind of missed a step there. It's almost like he jump stopped and his back foot caught before his front foot. Completely off balance. Columbus comes down with it. Hills Carrier goes in. Step back 3 is off the mark. Battle for the rebound. A collision. It goes in and out of the hands of Columbus. They gather it in. Figaro goes up for the shot. Gets it to fall. He falls to the ground. And now calling a flop on Fiargo. So they're calling a foul or a flop. on Figaro off the make. All that does is give Pekin the ball. It's not a foul. And Pekin would have got the ball anyway because the shot was made. Which they had an opportunity to call that on him earlier in the game. He fell to the ground. Timeout called by Pekin on the inbound pass. 30-second timeout. So, all that, and Pekin's going to talk it over. 52-29 with about 5 minutes left to go.
6 minutes.
6 minutes, okay.
I checked before they got
right.
they changed the time up there on the clock. So, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic sponsoring our fourth quarter. As again, Pekin leads 52-29. All of our sponsors: Barnwired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental. We've got Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, and Serve Pro. Sponsors for our Pekin broadcast. Josh.
All right, so off the made basket flop shot, or flop call and timeout taken by Pekin. 6 minutes exactly to go. Panthers get into Milliken, up to Henry Adam. Henry Adam drives. Passes off to Will. Will inside, can't do anything with it. Kicks it out to Milliken. Milliken backs up, resets to Henry. Henry left side to Davis now. Henry head fakes, drives left side of the lane. Can't do anything with it. Throws it off to Milliken. Milliken fires the three, and this is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Columbus. Now before they go, they get it to Figaro. He turns, kicks it out though. Hills Carrier has it. Columbus, or Carrier turns, puts up a shot. It is good, and he is fouled. That's on Will Adam. That's his first foul of the game. 5:16 to go in the fourth. And Hills Carrier, Ellis Hills Carrier will go to the line to shoot two. He's got 16 so far tonight. Make it 17. 52-32, 20-point lead for the Panthers. Right down the floor they come. Will Adam has it in the paint, kicks it out to Henry, all the way around to Milliken. Milliken steps inside, now back out. Top of the key to Will, to Henry, inside to Glick. Glick turns, puts up a tough shot, and gets the roll. Nolan Glick's got 8 points. And the Panthers lead by 22. Hills Carrier brings it down the floor. Crossover, drives inside, has the ball swatted at. He was fouled. I believe that was Henry Adam. It was. That's Henry Adams' third. Hills Carrier goes line to shoot two, misses the first one. And connects on the second, or the back half. As Columbus tries some pressure in the backcourt. Milliken in trouble with the baseline. Backside of the floor, sends a pass up to Will Adam, who is able to come down with it. Sends it inside to Glick. Glick goes up for a shot. No good. Rebounded by Will Adam. His putback was no good. Gathered in by Columbus. Figaro drives inside. Tries to reverse. Will Adam reaches in to grab the ball, and they call a jump ball. No foul called. Possession arrow is in Pekin's favor, so they'll get it back. Adam gets it into Glick. Back to Will Adam. Up the floor to Henry. Henry gets crossed. Right wing, drives all the way side baseline. He's going to all the way through and kick it out to Will. Milliken has it now. 4 minutes to go here in the game. 54-33 is Pekin's lead. Here's a quick three by Davis, and he gets the roll in and out and down for Casey Davis. He's got 10. And Hills Carrier just fires a three there. A little step back three. It is no good. Milliken brings the Panthers back across, 3:40 to go now. Davis head fakes a three. Now drives inside, nothing doing. Sends it cross court to Henry Adams inside to Glick. Glick dribbles once, puts it up off the glass and good. Nolan Glick has now got 10. 3 Pekin Panthers in double digits. You got Milliken, Glick, and Davis. Here is a layup by Columbus's number 5, Juan Cherez. He's got 8. And Columbus is going to take a timeout. Full timeout here as they trail 59-35.
All right. Once again, we thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for sponsoring our fourth quarter. Kind of running out of things to say, Josh. It's getting that time of the night.
It is. It's getting late. Scoring update. Cole Milliken's got 21. Casey Davis and Nolan Glick both have 10. Henry Adam and Will Adam both have 8. For the Columbus Wildcats, Hills Carriers got 17 so far tonight. Juan Cherez has got 8. Fritz Figaro has got 5. I got to check that against I think he's got more than that. He does. He's got 8 as well. Thought I had missed one there. So that's some of the scoring leaders. And talk about Son-in-Law Services player of the game. I think Cole Milliken's certainly the front runner with his little on fire moment. If this was Sega's NBA Jam, that ball was in fuego for a while there for Cole Milliken. He could not miss, getting steals in the process as well, and just absolutely he just pulled Pekin way out in front with that little run, and they've stayed there since. You know, another one that I would be looking at is here. Glick could not hold on to the pass from Will Adam. Goes out of bounds, and Columbus will take back over. But Will Adam has had the task of guarding Hills Carrier all night, and he just recently picked up 2 fouls, but really went the whole night without even fouling. Here's a miss by Columbus. Loose ball is gathered in by Will Adams. So I'd say he's certainly honorable mention, if you will. Casey Davis with the 10 points. He's had a pretty good night as well. And then Nolan Glick, really, 10 points. He picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. He got all 10 of those points really in the second half. As here's a miss by the Panthers coming down the floor. Are the Wildcats. 2:37 to go. And I would assume here in the next 30 seconds or so of gameplay, we'll see some of the Pekin reserves come in, especially if Columbus can't put a run together. Here's a couple of shots and a couple of misses by the Wildcats, and the battle for the rebound is going to be a foul on Glick.
Well, one thing of interest tonight, Josh, is due to a lack of games in the area on this Thursday night, there is a lot of media in attendance for tonight's game. We've got a couple of radio stations. We've got a podcaster here.
Yeah.
We got us here. So a lot of attention on this game tonight. A couple of newspapers, I know.
As that's Henry Adam and Casey Davis coming out of the game, and will come Elijah Brock and Riley Smith. Yeah, a lot of media, but only one media station had taped off seats.
Yes.
That was the good guys.
Thanks, Coach and AD Clint Weber.
Yes, nice, professionally done. He called it our Big Ten media tape, our Carver Hawkeye tape off meet job. It was athletic tape and yellow legal pad notes. So very official.
Handwritten even.
Handwritten. Who did not get us media credentials. He said maybe next time. Here is a layup by Nolan Glick. 61-33, and Pekin's reserve players all checking in right now. Next stoppage of play as we're inside of 2 minutes to play. Columbus works around the arc. And a quick, kind of a no-look shot is no good. Battle for the rebound ends up in Smith's hands. He clears it out, gets it to Cole Milliken. Milliken crosses half court with 1:26 to go. Gets a screen from Smith, drives all the way down, and now a rotational timeout or substitution timeout taken by Pekin. We're just going to do subs here as Columbus does not want the timeout, and so Pekin will clear the bench.
Now this just in. Number 35 for Pekin has just won the Best Hair Award of the game for tonight.
Yes, we got Elijah Brock, Carson Comstock, Robert Brown. Who else we got out there? We got number 30, Henry Eubanks, and then number 35, Leighton Derflinger. Derflinger is the one that Steve was talking about with the best hair on the floor.
If I could have just a little bit of his hair. I have no hair.
Steve's envy is strong with Mr. Shetler. Columbus comes down the floor inside a minute to play now. Derflinger rings in, but Columbus able to get a shot off. Here's Robert Brown going up and getting a tough rebound. Passes off to Brock. Brock brings him up the floor. 61-35, and Brock is fouled as Ryan Coyle of Columbus chases up behind and picks up the foul. It's his fourth. He'll come out of the game. Panthers get it into Brock. Brock gets it into Derflinger. Derflinger turns, shoots, no good. A travel is called. Travel is called on Leighton. And Columbus back down on the floor. Columbus, for the most part, has bench players in as well, so probably an extension of the JV game that happened in the other gym earlier tonight. 37 seconds to go, 61-35. Pekin's going to end up with a victory here. That'll move them to 4-3 on the season. Columbus is going to fall to 4-5. 30 seconds to go. Broxton across half court. He does not have to shoot. Shot clock is off. See what he does. They do send it into Derflinger. I want Derflinger to try that shot again. Back outside. Brock fires a three. No good. Rebounded initially by Eubanks. Taken back away. And all kinds of a all moving around. I get to Robert Brown. He goes reverse layup. No good. Derflinger rebounds it and lays it up in and good. 63-35 as time will expire here. Columbus will not shoot. And that is our final score, 63-35. And Cole Milliken will be our son-in-law services player of the game. Pekin will improve to 4-3 on the year. Columbus will fall to 4-5 on the year.
All right, so that does it for tonight's game. Again, we thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for sponsoring our fourth quarter. All of our sponsors for being on board with Pekin basketball this year. Josh, you and I will be back at it tomorrow night, the next few weeknights. So we're going to be at Sigourney at Linville Sully tomorrow night, North Mahaska EBF on Monday night, I believe North Mahaska Sigourney, if I remember, on Tuesday night. So lots of great area basketball coming up over the next few days here on Steve Shetler Media. All right, that wraps it up for tonight. Again, the Columbus girls win the girls game. Pekin wins the boys games tonight here on Steve Shetler Media.